Namah Shivaya, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica. I'm a reincarnated starseed, earth angel, ready to deliver a message from the mouth of God, mouth of divine Holy Spirit, with the breath of fire, angelic fire for transmutation. I hope that whatever message comes through today provides you with clarity on whatever situation that you might be going through. Please take only what resonates and understand that this is a general message for the divine collective that I read for. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, press the like button down below, bump my algorithm numbers up, you guys. Thank you, and thank you, Spirit. Okay. So before I get started, I want to read a psalm. I'm going to read Psalm 103, a song of David. If psalms aren't your thing, feel free to skip ahead. After I read the psalm, I like to do the Mayan oracle of the day. I study Mayan time, and what Mayan time is a recount on the daily energy as told through glyphs, and it's a step outside of Gregorian time system, and it follows the lunar calendar. It's an ancient way of understanding our position on this planet in the cosmos. I find it very valuable, and I hope that you can get some information out of the reading. So here we go. Psalm 103. O my soul, come, praise the Eternal with all that is in me, body, emotions, mind, and will, every part of who I am. Praise his holy name. O my soul, come, praise the Eternal. Sing a song from a grateful heart. Sing and never forget all the good he has done. Despite all your many offenses, he forgives and releases you. More than any doctor, he heals your diseases. Diseases. He reaches deep into the pit to deliver you from death. He crowns you with unfailing love and compassion like a king. When your soul is famished and withering, he fills you with good and beautiful things, satisfying you as long as you live. He makes you strong like an eagle, restoring your youth. When people are crushed, wronged, enslaved, raped, murdered, the Eternal is just. He makes the wrongs right. He shows Moses his ways. He allows his people Israel to see his wonders and acts of power. The Eternal is compassionate and merciful. When we cross all the lines, he is patient with us. When we struggle against him, he lovingly stays with us, changing, convicting, prodding. He will not constantly criticize, nor will he hold a grudge forever. Thankfully, God does not punish us for our sins and depravity as we deserve. In his mercy, he tempers justice with peace. Measure how high heaven is above the earth. God's wide, loving, kind heart is greater for those who revere him. You see, God takes all our crimes, our seemingly inexhaustible sins, and removes them. As far as east is from the west, he removes them from us. An earthly father expresses love for his children. It is no different with our Heavenly Father. The Eternal shows his love for those who revere him, for he knows what we are made of. He knows our frame is frail, and he remembers we came from dust. The children of Adam are like grass. Their days are few. They flourish for a time like flowers in a meadow. As the wind blows over the field and the bloom is gone, it doesn't take much to blow us out from the memory of that place. But the unfailing love of the Eternal is always and eternal for those who reverently run after him. He extends his justice on and on to future generations, to those who will keep his bond of love and remember to walk in the guidance of his commands. The Eternal has established his throne up in the heavens. He rules over every seen and unseen realm and creature. Adore him. Give him praise, you heavenly messengers, you powerful creatures who listen to and act on his every word. Give praise to the eternal, all armies of heaven. Thank you, Elohim. You servants who stand ready to do his will, give praise to the eternal and all he has made in all corners of his creation. Oh, my soul, come praise the eternal. Oh, blessings, blessings. Thank you. That was a really good one. Really, really good one. I have a chai tea here. Oh, that was so good. You know, nothing is more satisfactory than reading word and feeling word. Speaking word and feeling the magic that it provides. It's like the most delicious cup of chai tea. Okay, so check it out, you guys. This is day 2 in a new wave spell. I wanted to come on yesterday to start off with the red magnetic serpent. That's the name of this 13-day container. It is the container of the red serpent, which is about your Kundalini life force and your instincts and about how you react to certain situations that come up. I do not have the oracle pulled up for yesterday, so we're going to go through today. This is the White Lunar World Bridger, and day 2 in every wave spell is considered the challenge day. So we're presented with a challenge today on world bridging, which is death, timelessness, and we're guided by the reflection that we see in everything around us. So if you are putting to rest ways of the old and standing in the light of day, ready to create something new, you know, you're going to be mirroring, or rather other people, other things, other situations are going to be mirroring to you the type of energy that you're giving. So whatever you give, you get. And that might present as like a challenge for you today, in the form of the yellow warrior is our challenge glyph. And the warrior is about fearlessness, intelligence, and, you know, if we're connecting ourselves with other people, you know, in the light of day, this is the red skywalker. He's our helper glyph today. And the skywalker is about being awake through any situation and exploration, consciously exploring things in a wakeful state while remaining like above the situation. It's like being able to use your conscious psychic awareness to understand points of view of other people as you see yourself shining in their eyes when you look into them. Daiko Myo, great shining light, right? Once you're able to fearlessly accept that you are able to, you know, see and be seen and change your mind. You're allowed to change your mind. I started looking up the, what are these? They're these psi chromatic of the day. Today is the throat chakra. It's signified by alpha, and it's about releasing things. Releasing things at the South Pole, I believe is what it said, on the planet. So I haven't really understood that so far because I just started working with these psychromatics. But if we're releasing things to the south, the glyph to the south is the occult glyph. And the occult glyph today is the blue eagle, which is seeing the bird's eye view, a higher perspective of situations that are around you. And it is about seeing the truth and seeing things for what they truly are, and maintaining good boundaries. So the occult glyph is the secret helper, and that is the unforeseen realms, the realm of feminine natured things, because masculine is the 3D physical things, but the feminine energy is the invisible spiritual realm. And it is those invisible threads that link us all together. So I think what this Glyph's challenge is saying, like the whole thing in its entirety, is that as we transition ourselves into a new way of being on the planet altogether, you do take responsibility for your role in, how things play out. And you take responsibility for how you show up in the lives of other people and what you're able to provide in terms of just simply being. It's like by you simply being and participating in an energy of one day, how can you fearlessly show up as yourself and have a vision that will carry you forward in a very subtle type of way? It's like by doing nothing, you're doing everything. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this glyph today. Wow. It's like you have to understand death in order to really live. And when you understand how finite our lives are and how precious your energy and the lives of and energy of other people are, and how we are all one, even though the warrior is the challenge, and there might be warriors in your life who are showing up and wanting to, do this, that, the other. Just knowing that in Lakesh, I am another you. We can understand the warrior within ourselves and bridge that gap as that world bridger glyph today, and choose a different way. This is up to you to choose a different way. Have the eagle eye perspective and just know that we are mirroring each other. So whatever you energetically propose out there in the universe is what will come back to you. Thank you, Spirit. I want to start off with some astrology. Uranus moved into Gemini yesterday on 7/7. Oh, one other thing that I forgot to mention is that in the Mayan Solkin, the 260-day calendar, we are entering a string of 10 days in a row of gap days, galactic activation portal days, 10 in a row. This is a very intense string of 10 days where North Node, life's purpose, we will be presented with, today specifically, a challenge where you are going to be bridging things of the past to things that are coming to pass. And it's up to you what energy you want to put. Bottom card. Saturn return, age. It's up to you what type of age you're willing to bring forth into the world. Okay? Age, revolution, partners. And you're not going to be doing it alone is the thing. Like, the people around you right now in the physical and the people who are going to be coming into your life within these next 10 days specifically are going to be the ones who you will, fourth house, roots, be planting these new roots with. Part of fortune, increase. Roots, increase. And Leo, I will. I will to will the will of the divine, will of the divine creator, will of the light, fire element. Part of fortune is a calculated point in astrology that signifies specifically what will bring you like prosperity and abundance in like a financial type of way. So depending on where that is for you in your astrological chart, it might be, you know, significant right now to look that up. South Node. The lessons of the past, you know, past life things, where you came from. Fire element, South Node. One more, please, Spirit. And Venus, love. This is very interesting. So it's like you're revolutionizing how you participate in love and partnerships, most specifically. Okay, so I guess that this is a relationship type of reading, and at the very bottom we have the air element of communication. Air and fire travel a long way. It's like a wide spreading type of energy, really opening things up here. And I think that that's what this is asking you to do is, you know, however you had shown up in the past with how you have wanted things or desired things, you are revolutionizing this for yourself and for your partners by you taking full responsibility, which is a Saturnian type theme. And Saturn is in Aries right now, which is a fire element. Leo is fire. Okay, fourth house, that's Cancerian themes. Fourth house and seventh house square. So family squares, partners, which can be challenging. So this is asking you to make sure that whatever decision you're making, you are balancing things out between your partners and your family. Like if you have children and you're getting out there and like starting to date people again, for example, you know, Venus is here to support you, but she is asking you to do something differently, right? South Node should be that wherever it is in your astrological chart, your South Node is where things should be the smoothest and the easiest for you because you've learned the lessons already. Okay? Delicious. I'm going to go ahead and get Oracle of Ascension out. Interesting reading so far. Hope you guys are having a great day. Jupiter. Jupiter right now is in the sign of Cancer. We just had a Jupiter Kazemi. I believe in August, Jupiter and Venus are going to have a conjunction. So there's some timing. I mean, this summer is going to be so litty, it's not even funny. Jupiter, Kundalini, life force energy, okay? Jupiter increasing your capacity for holding this light within your system. Yeah, within your body, the element of earth. I always associate the element of earth with your physical body. It is Mother Earth energy. And understanding that our body has a direct relation to the earth, it just, you know, magnifies microcosm to macrocosm. Oh, okay. The moon. Hey, there's a full moon in Capricorn in 2 days. So I want you to know that the moon is coming through. This energy is active at this time. It's activated. It's coming out upon the 4th house. The moon rules Cancer / 4th house things. So this is your nurturance. It's also things, I'm thinking about the moon card in the tarot where it signifies something that is hidden. So, oh wow, and the sun, moon and the sun. Oh, I'm getting chills. That's amazing. Part of fortune increase. The sun is in Cancer. We're in Cancer season right now. And the sigil of Atlantis. Wow, you guys. Whew. I love you, Spirit. This is incredible. This is an incredible message. Wow. So we are experiencing right now a lot of Atlantean type of technology and energy that is coming through your solar plexus chakra, which, you know, that is where your sun is. This is Leo, the I am presence in you, saying, I am, I will remember, I will act in accordance with divine will, and understanding my Atlantean technology of my physical earthly body. I have this ability now, you know, the sun and the moon married inside of you, as within and so without. We already had the new moon in Cancer, which was the alchemical marriage that took place. When did it take place? It took place throughout all of space and time, stemming back to the Atlantean times. Yes. One thing that came to me, Malkuth, Earth Star Chakra, bottommost sphere on the Tree of Life, Yggdrasil, with the fire elements. One thing that came to me was that I did have then my full walk-in. My soul fully walked into my vessel, and I started writing my book. Wow, element of spirit. I associate Malkuth with the element of spirit in this deck. So that's coming out on South Node Life's debts. And here's the thing, is that for your higher self, your own piece of the Holy Spirit to walk in fully at this time, that is you remembering all of the past lives that your soul has lived, and all of those past lessons that you might be able to read in astrology chart. Which, by the way, if you're interested in an astrology reading, look in the description below, go to my Buy Me a Coffee, and go ahead and order an astrology reading. And I'd be happy to do some past life soul searching with you. Pisces, yeah, as above, so below. Age of Pisces that we are closing out. Venus in Pisces. Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces. On the bottom we have Caduceus, which is carried by Hermes Trismegistus, and it's all about healing. It is a symbol of our current medical system, so maybe that there's something that you are healing physically within your body, or maybe this is talking about you being a healer and showing up to assist and being that world bridger where you're able to transition the healthcare world of like modern times with the healthcare world of the Atlantean times, where it did focus on more of an energetic type of healing. And, you know, that message is coming out really strongly here with Leo. I will remember my Atlantean nature, my more watery nature of the soul, of like full set of 12. And another thing is that I've been looking more into 13 sign astrology, including the sign of Ophiuchus, which is at the tail end of Sagittarius in the typical zodiac chart. The galactic center is within Ophiuchus at 26 or 27 degrees of Sagittarius. And the galactic center is the point of origin, right? It's the point where our souls can enter this black hole that assists us in dispersing our light throughout all of the universe. That's just kind of what I'm channeling about right now. Very interesting energy here. So we could say that as above, so below. If that galactic center is the point, if it is the topmost point in this stage of our physical incarnation, if it is Kether, and the center of the earth is Malkuth, we could Uno reverse that as well, because as above and so below. So that is Malkuth to the rest of the universe. And this could be Kether in some type of way like that. Tea time. Yeah, it's just very interesting. And seeing it come with Pisces, which is, you know, the 12th house or perhaps the 13th house. It's the sign of everything and nothing. It's the sign of your own undoing, it's called. It's the hidden, unforeseen realms. So that's coming out on top of Venus, love, unforeseen love. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. It doesn't mean that you can't feel it. And participate in the energy, participate in the love that is called from you at this time, is called from you from within. It is this revolutionary love that Saturn return age, the age of revolutionary love. And you're being supported physically. That's the most important part, is that you understand that it's an inside job. It comes from within. As within, so without. Once again, thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for assisting me with this translation. I want to get Marielle Tarot out here. I will cover up any explicit artwork prior to revealing on camera, and I will place it face down if those types of artwork come up in these cards. Okay, this one. First card out is Justice. We love to see that. We love to see justice coming out on top of Jupiter. The age of justice we are now returning to. the Empress. Revolution, Kundalini, and the Empress. Oh, this is beautiful. This is First Lady energy, if I do say so myself. And the Three of Cups. 7th house, partners, element of earth, 3 of Cups, cup overfloweth. Celebration. Good job, collective. Good job. This is the work. This is the work. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Conquering the beastly nature of the lower Nile. You know, I'm getting this Egyptian type energy coming out right now. And I just want to talk about what I mean about the lower Nile. The lower Nile River, the pharaohs in ancient Egypt would need to conquer both the upper and lower Nile. And what that means is upper Nile and the lower Nile. The lower chakras and the upper chakras meeting together, creating that alchemical marriage of the sun and the moon, the seen and the unseen, the day and the night, together as one. And this Knight of Wands card in the book, it does symbolize this beastly natured being who has lightning in the palm of their hand, you know, quick action. The moon, 4th house, and quick action usually also symbolizes something that doesn't last for a long time. Ooh. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Coming with the Knight of Swords. Okay. This is the Lion. On an owl, wisdom, Athena. On the sun and part of fortune, increase. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. Protection of emotion. You know, standing up for what's right and just. Standing up for love. Standing up for the blood of the covenant. Knight of Swords, speaking truth. That's like pen is mightier than a sword type energy. I've never had 3 knights come out like that. So, you know, what this means to me is that, hang on, there's a card here that's that's flipped out. It's the Queen of Wands. I'll cover her up. Queen of Wands. Okay, she's holding a jaguar cub. I'm gonna put her down here. Queen of Wands holding a jaguar cub. Fiery queen. Queen of action. On the bottom we do have the Lovers card. Wow. Once again, this is like love saves the day type energy. And it's love through divine union. It's the woman actually being taken care of in the way that she was designed to be taken care of. And participating in the system, or like whatever new system is being created. My feet. Just noticed that. Yeah, like participating in whatever new type of system is being created. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this part of fortune increase. It's like the quantum financial system that we are able to be participants in, but we have to create it separate of the current financial system. Like, how many stay-at-home moms provide immense value to the family, to their fourth house, just by taking care of the family so that everything else can run smoothly. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, this is victory. The triplicity factor. Element of spirit, south node, life's debts. Oop. As above, so below, I take everything that falls. And the Five of Cups. Purification. The waters that purify. And this is Sleeping. I love this card in this tarot deck. Coming out on top of waters of Pisces and Venus. Purification. Yeah, this is beautiful. And the Devil on the bottom. Purification from devil energy. Purifying the vessel of the lover, right? Purifying through desire. Purifying through the use of, you know, the chakra pathway system, right? Through proper channeling of Kundalini life force energy. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. I'm getting the book out for these knights. I think, oops, almost had a book in my cup. Pages. The Knight of Wands, the Dark Knight, was originally meant to be a Black Panther, but as I painted him, he evolved and became more ambiguous. His darkness is polar to the other knights of all which contain some sort of feline. The Spirit White Tiger and the Knight of Discs, the Lion Sun Mask and the Knight of Swords, and the Solar Lion Cherubim and the armor of the Knight of Cups are all using the light drawn in by the dark vacuum of the Knight of Wands. He searches for light, power, energy, and he absorbs them, fills with them. Conversely, the knight might not be the animal, but the lightning itself being carried by the animal. The lightning seeking the path of least resistance, a good place to strike. Shadow side, dark side, keeper of your energy. So this could be like powerful source of creative energy, the fire of originality, creative fire and passion. This is like introducing something new and passionate into the fourth house container, right? It's or it's this type of electrical energy that is within the family dynamic that doesn't have a proper ground, is where I'm getting that at. And it's something maybe that you've had a hard time working with, seeing it come out with the moon, which is like hidden things, right? In the tarot, moon is hidden things. So it could be something along the lines of that. And then, you know, the Knight of Swords comes in, is the sun and the sun. His lion mask is a symbol for the sun, and the golden light radiates and streams out of it. On the Kabbalistic tree of life, the abyss is in the same place as the lion's mouth, the same place that is called Da'ath, or knowledge. Knowledge is where the two snakes of Yasmin and Boaz come together in schmexual union. The two snakes can be seen etched onto the two swords. The knight himself is the middle pillar. So quick and decisive action, courageous and brave, righteous action. Interesting that the sun comes out on top of the sun, and a part of fortune increase in solar energy, increase of Cut away what you don't need to make yourself light enough to fly. Something is flying into your life or situation. So we could say that, you know, the cards that came previously, and we do have solar eclipse, so we have a lot of solar energy out here on the table right now, and it's only being amplified by Jupiter, you know, and Venus. Wow, we are gonna have such an intense couple months, you guys. This is wild stuff. And let's hit up the Knight of Cups next. Keep me away from the wisdom which does not cry, the philosophy which does not laugh, and the greatness which does not bow before children. Ooh, it's beautiful. This is a really big entry for this card, and a lot of it seems incredibly profound. The Hanged Man is numbered to 12 like the knights, and while the body is bound, the soul is free to roam and play. While the body of the Hanged Man, the Fisher King, is still the knight's ride out to seek the object of the Four of Suits, the wand, sword, cup, and disc, or a symbol of the Grail hallows the lance of destiny, the sword, the Grail, and the silver platter. The Knight of Cups was fashioned after a knight on the Grail quest. The Holy Grail was said to be the cup Jesus Christ drank from at the Last Supper. When he was on the cross, a Roman soldier pierced his side with the lance of destiny, and the blood and water that flowed forth was caught in the Grail. The blood and the water, being both human and divine, bestowed the Grail with miraculous sustaining and healing powers. The Grail is the meaning of your life, your heart, not only the physical heart, but the spiritual one as well. It is the center of your being and the source of life. Strength and sustenance, your reason for being. But the Knight of Cups is all about being motivated by the heart and driven by a higher purpose and calling. A full cup, a full heart. And coming in with the Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands, you know, Queen of Wands, fiery protectress. Fiery on top of the fire element of desire. It's desiring a grounded way, yet like fun way. It's a sacred way of caring for your household and being able to provide a stable way of being, a passionate way of being, a creative way of being. And you're doing it through your own vision. You see how things were in the past, and by accessing your true nature and your true spirit, you see the true path forward, the middle path, which surprisingly is not the path that has been, you know, prevalent or prevailing, but now through love, you're able to overflow that cup and run it clean again. Through your own love, you're able to begin it again. And with this revolutionary type of love that you're able to experience and express, you know, I just think that that's extremely beautiful. Woo woo. Good job, collective. Let's get these empathic oracle. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Balance. Justice, balance, Jupiter, Saturn return. Jupiter and Saturn return Jupiter and Saturn, you know, they had their conjunction in 2020 in the winter. So what I'm hearing now is that whatever in the winter of 2020 knocked you off balance, it was, number one, supposed to happen. Whatever happened, it happened for you. It happened for you so that you could bring it into balance. You could bring proper justice into your life from things that were imbalanced. Open heart. Solar eclipse, revolution, Kundalini, the Empress, and open heart. Open heart, open mind. Surrender. Balance, open heart, surrender. Surrendering to your partner. Understanding that this is like letting go of grudges, for real. Letting go of things that tried to take root in your life back then, and you just wouldn't let it happen for some reason. Maybe you didn't have an open heart back then, and it took you this long to open it up. For whatever reason it was, but you're being asked to surrender at this time. What are we surrendering? Okay, this one. Crown chakra. 4th house, roots, the moon, Knight of Wands, and the crown chakra. After you surrender the old ways of operating through Knight of Wands energy, beastly natured energy, then you pick your crown back up. Hero of the earth, hero of your body, hero of the Mother Earth. Wow. Knight of Swords, hero. Knight of Cups, earth. We have the element of earth out here twice. The sun out here twice, basically. I'm counting the Knight of Swords as the sun, since literally in the book it was like, we're modeling this after the sun and the sun, right? And the lion is there. And the hero, you know. Thank you, El Elyon. Thank you. It's like, it's like using that devil energy to your advantage because you know how the other side plays and doing it better to become the hero. It's like using it against the devil, pitting it against itself, and being able to surrender the outcome. It's like master manifestor type of energy. And Knight of Cups on the earth. What are we fighting for? We're fighting for love. We're fighting for those eras of the Atlantean times, the Atlantean technology. Oh, and we do have Leo out here, which is like the sun yet again. It's the lion-headed god. It's Yaldabaoth. Is that how you say it? Yaldabaoth. But it's the creator of this realm, right? And we have to give it up to the creator. We do. We're part of it. As within, so without. Part of it is within you. Part of it is within me. And it's beautiful. You know, that's sometimes how people get hung up on these things. They get hung up on the fact that, oh, but we're separate. No, we're not separate from any of it. Don't get it twisted, right? Yes, we are of the light, but that doesn't mean that there isn't also darkness. There isn't also shadow that is cast from the light. You know? I think that's very important to remember. Malkuth. Stuck. Yeah, it's like getting stuck at the bottom of a drain and you can't empty out. It's like this drain can't empty out. Non-duality. It's exactly what I've been talking about with, like, we are not separate from this creator. The creator who created, like, the right hand path and the left hand path. But we are creators and we can choose non-duality to choose the middle path. The path of the high priestess. The one that is treacherous through the desert, but through your dedication and surrender to the divine will, understanding how to balance out both the right and the left, right? This is very, very much Libra type energy. Water. Venus, Pisces, 5 of Cups, and water. On the bottom of the moon. Yeah, you know, I'm just getting a lot of stay in the flow, stay grounded, stay true to yourself, stay true to what moves you. What moves you? The fires of love, the fires of alchemical transmutation, which is your passionate nature, the passionate nature that wants to create new things, that wants to feel and experience new things. But just remember that those feelings come from within you. They don't come from an external source. It all depends on how you want to balance the forces that are naturally within you. And when come into contact with an external source, what does it do within you? You know, is it good for you? Keep an open heart, you know, surrender to the messages that you receive from within. And then you'll know which path to choose, right? You won't be getting stuck any longer between one thing or another, like choosing an apple or a banana, right? You'll be able to say, you'll be able to like look at the apple and look at the banana and be like, I know in my heart of hearts that a banana will ultimately satisfy me more than an apple, or something like that. And then you choose correct for whatever you truly desire, and you're not getting hung up on like the paralyzation of choice, right? That's kind of a Libra thing. Let's get some Moonology though. This is a really good reading so far though. I'm enjoying it. Spirit, what's the message? A new romantic cycle begins. And at the beginning, I did say that this seemed to be some sort of a relationship reading. So, congratulations. A new romantic cycle is beginning for you. And it could be a new cycle with your current partner. If you are, married, or you are already in a relationship. It could be that, you've made some really deep and profound discoveries about the power of your own love and the life force, and you're ready to introduce those things to your partner. You're willing to show them the way, to be the teacher, to be the one who leads. You're ready to show up as that. Okay, this one. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, new moon in Libra. These are Venusian signs. They're both ruled by Venus, who is out on the table, by the way. New moon in Libra. That's coming up in... I haven't looked it up. It's probably going to be late September, though. Late September, early October, around there it will be. Your dreams need a practical plan. Your revolutionary love, your dreams. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Okay, that's not too far away. That's the first, that's the new moon in Leo season. Surrender, 3 of Cups, element of earth, 7th house partners, and confidence is your key to success. It's like surrendering how you think things might go with somebody else. Like, what I'm hearing here is that, you don't want to pretend that you know other people's motives, even though you are psychically inclined. And you feel like you can read people like a book. It's like, don't assume that you know. Just know how you are going to show up. Don't worry about what anybody else might show up like. Just keep that open heart center and keep yourself open in general. Like, that's what the Kundalini card is asking as well. It's like, keep all of your centers open to receive information. And, 7th house, yes, it does deal with your partners, but it, in my opinion, is more so about one-on-one interactions with people. It's the house of open enemies. So it's whoever's in your face at the time. It's like being in a duel in the middle of the street with your pistons or whatever. Or your swords. I kind of like that. Nobody duels anymore, and I just think that's sad. Here we go. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Coming out with the 4th house, your roots. The moon, which rules the 4th house in Cancer. Okay, Cancer, Aries coming out. These energies square. So this is a challenge between Aries, I am. Newness, it's like the newborn, it's the child with the crown. It's the child king, the one that wants to, Knight of Wands, act quickly and impulsively. Aries is a very impulsive type of energy. It's time to take action, though. So that coming out with the moon, I have a feeling that in 2 days with the full moon in Capricorn, we're going to see some sort of energy that just like makes itself known. And it's something that can't be taken back. It's something that it just is what it is. It comes out, it is what it is. And now you have to move forward in a practical type of way. It's going to be dealing with your romantic sector. This one is also flipped up. You and your loved ones are safe. That's really reassuring and wonderful to know. That's a new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So whatever does happen, just know that you are protected in spirit. At the bottom, we have balancing spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. You and your loved ones are safe. Hero, Knight of Swords, the Sun, increase, part of fortune. So yeah, whatever you do wind up doing is going to be extremely beneficial for you, for your family, for your legacy, and it's going to bring you financial success and financial gain. But this is saying that there has to be an action that's taken to get you there. It's the starting action, the starting point, the firing gun at the beginning of the race. Whee! Full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome. A win-win outcome is forecast. On top of Leo, the will of the divine, sigil of Atlantis, technology of your body, and the water that pumps through the electrical channels, the electrical pathways that carry this new information through your body. With the Knight of Cups, Holy Grail, blood of the new and everlasting life in the earth, which is your body, which is Mother Earth, and how we are a child of the Mother, child of the earth. A win-win outcome is forecast. An outcome that promises safety, which I am so grateful to hear. Okay, third quarter moon, adjustments are required. Adjustments are required, coming out on top of Stuck, Queen of Wands, Malkuth, and Fire Element. Which is kind of something that we already knew, that adjustments needed, required after the Stuck card came out. So that's further confirmation that there's just something else that needs to pivot. Whatever it is, you know. Maybe everybody in your fourth house isn't quite on board with your vision yet, your vision quest, but you're going to be starting the vision quest anyway. And I think that that is what this full moon in Capricorn / Sagittarius, if you follow sidereal, I'm going to start getting more into sidereal. Just so that I can translate the messages better. I think that it's going to be extremely important to begin using 13 sign astrology. I started watching Dr. Danny on YouTube. So thank you, Dr. Danny. You're a flippin' genius. Yeah, super interesting stuff. Go check out her channel. Yes. Adjustments are required to unstuck yourself. What fuels your fire of desire? What are you passionate about? There's too many cards here. Are you passionate about learning new things? If so, this is asking you to start a new passion project. Yeah. Start a new passion project. Shine a new light into the dark corners of your mind, the dark corners that want to turn a rope into a snake, right? That want to make a mountain out of a molehill. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. That's the type of moon that we're experiencing right now. The moon is getting larger and larger. Momentum is gaining. Energy is gaining momentum, the energy of non-duality, of transitioning into something with perfect vision. 3 of Wands, element of spirit, and South Node, life's debts. That's because you have done the work and you have let go of a lot of things from your past. You've learned a lot of lessons and you're ready to take the knowledge of learning those new things forward into creating something totally new. And check it out, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. We are in a waxing gibbous moon right now, almost to the full moon. Beautiful confirmation, Spirit. Thank you. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent. Have faith in your dreams. You're very close. I'm feeling called to get a Mother Mary card out here. And I also would like to get one of these. Just as an affirmation. Ooh, it's a nice new deck. It feels good. Shout out to my friend Grace for this lovely new deck. I'm gonna have to look and see what it's called for you beautiful people. I'll just put in the description below all of the decks that I used today. Spirit, what is the message? Anything else? Top card. Trust. Allow me, Divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them right now. Trust right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Trust in the now. Be here now. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. And be confident too. Be confident that you are exactly where you need to be, that there are no mistakes. If you doubt your current position and say, oh, there must be a mistake, I shouldn't be here. But you've been following Divine Holy Spirit. You've been following wisdom from the light, from your higher self, from these higher philosophical systems that you've been participating in. You've been so devoted. And to think that what is happening in your life right now isn't for you, that's not putting your trust and faith in the divine. So just surrender to where you are at this exact moment in time. Take a deep breath. Om. Yeah, let it go. You're held and you're okay. You're held and you're okay. You are held and you're okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Jane Ma. Let's get a Mother Mary card out here now. Divine Mother. Divine Mother. Divine Mother. I'm concentrating on the full moon right now as I feel the energy of the Mother. Number 6, Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries. I'm gonna get the book on this. Let's see. This is beautiful. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries. I have many names and faces, but behind those names and faces, I am your loving mother always. I come to you in light and darkness, through joy and even, my beloved, through loss and tragedy. I am always your loving mother. I am seeking you, reaching for you, calling you to me. If you can know this, then great peace and spiritual power will be yours, and you can assist me in enlightening this world from fear and distrust into a place of compassion and divine radiance unveiled. Remember me always. I am your loving mother always. It can be easier to sense the presence of the Divine Mother when she appears through her light face in compassion, gentleness, and charity. It can be more challenging to accept and honor her presence through her dark face. Her dark face may be manifesting through death or loss, through tragedy, trauma, or crisis, through confusion, or even through meeting our own inner demons of great fear, attachment, or hate. Her dark face is no less loving than her face of light, no less radiant, though one may have to look through the eye of the heart to see the vivid light that may seem veiled through circumstance. If we are encountering the dark face of Mother Mary, sometimes known as the Black Madonna, we are being initiated into a very powerful and precious spiritual consciousness, and we will be granted the ability to find love, healing, and peace, even from the darkest of human experiences. It is the power of unconditional light that is granted by the Black Madonna, as paradoxical as they may seem. It is tremendous spiritual power that is not held back by an ego desire to only experience the pleasurable side of life, denying the value or necessity also of its pain. If you're being called to this path at this particular time in your life, it is because it will serve you most. The mother loves her life. The mother loves her children unconditionally and without exception. She will call you through pain when pleasure would not suffice. She calls through suffering when it will break open your heart into greater capacity for bliss and rapture. She acknowledges all that you give, all that you bear in her name of love. All that you give will be returned to you, multiplied as grace and miracles. Do not turn away. The pain that you've been bearing is known by the Holy Mother, and she comes to you in this oracle to tell you that not only are you acknowledged, but there is a transformative healing that is happening through your pain. She is in it with you, whilst also being on the other side of this darkness with a bright light, calling you to greater divine bliss than you imagined you could ever feel. We need Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries desperately, and she knows it. That is why she will not let us go and calls us to her in increasing crisis and struggle until we pay attention. Wow. You know what? I am while I'm reading this, thinking about the tragedies and the Texas floods that just happened with the children in those camps that were washed away. I just want to take a moment to pray for the lives that have been lost from this plane and returned to the Lady of Dark Mystery. And if you're watching this, I encourage you to pray with me. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Yeah, this is saying, you know, wherever you are, whatever feelings you're having come up, fear, guilt, shame, doubt, remorse, you're supposed to suffer. That sounded terrible. But without the bad, there can be no good. Without the experience of loss, there can be no found. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Allow Alma's grace now to come in and fill your heart. Fill it with the blood of Christ and with the water of purification. Allow yourself to be held as if floating in a pool of salinated water, to where you effortlessly float on top, and a cherubim comes down to kiss your lips, and you are at peace, and you are held, and the angels are there with you. And yes, the kiss was to give you breath of life, but that breath of life is the breath of death. Returning to the Mother, returning to the angelic realms. I pray that all of the souls find their way back to the light with the assistance of the angels. It is done in love and in light. There is a great turtle. The turtle under these waters that hold the waters up. And the angels who dive in to retrieve the light fragments of those lost. Bring them to the surface, bring them to the light. They are no longer bound. Thank you, Elohim. Praise Elohim. I just got a gurgle in my belly, like a bubble popping, as confirmation. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. May we all be free. No matter what happens on this earthly plane, may our souls remain free from the negative energies like fear that wish to trap us under a false barrier like a flood that keeps energies stuck inside of one particular element. Wow, that is a crazy download. I will pray over these waters. Aho. I'm going to end the reading here, you guys. Thank you for watching and listening and praying, being present. Thank you for showing up in your life as your true self. I really hope that this empowers you to radically define your own sense of love in your life and unapologetically express it to everybody around you. However you see fit, you know. You're a divine being. You're a starseed. You're an earth angel. You're operating on the 144,000 collective consciousness here now. It's your responsibility to understand the microcosm to macrocosm ratio. Even if you don't actually understand the mathies part of it, just know that it's what is that? The Fibonacci sequence? Where 1 grain of sand will have that multiplicity type of effect. And just remember, a win-win outcome is forecast, and you're very close to achieving your goal. Stay in love. Stay in light. You are the divine, having the temporary but very visceral experience as a human being. Okay? We're all one. I love you. Have a wonderful day.